I'd like to begin today's class with a quote. So this quote is from Brahmana Maharshi. A simple quote, but something to explore this morning. Peace is your natural state. It is the mind that obstructs the natural state. Peace is your natural state. It is the mind that obstructs the natural state. Just allow that to sink in for a moment. What would it be like for me to come into recognition of peace being the natural state of myself, of my consciousness, of my awareness? Peace is your natural state. It is the mind that obstructs the natural state. And there's one more quote I'd like us to work on this morning. And this is an excerpt from Meditation Calming the Mind by Bob Sharples. Don't meditate to fix yourself, to improve yourself, to redeem yourself. Rather, do it as an act of love, of deep, warm friendship to yourself. In this way, there is no longer any need for the subtle aggression of self-improvement, for the endless guilt of not doing enough. It offers the possibility of an end to the ceaseless round of trying so hard that wraps so many people's lives in a knot. Instead, there is now meditation as an act of love. How endlessly delightful and encouraging. So this morning, let us not meditate as a way to fix the self or improve the self or redeem the self, but as a way of meeting ourselves with deep friendship and encountering the heart with a sense of compassion and kindness. If peace is our natural state, we can arrive to this natural state by recognizing what is the natural state. What occurs beyond the thoughts when I am not thinking or observing my emotions, but when I am in a place of stillness. The connection between these two quotes is considering the effortlessness of being. What happens when I stop trying too hard? When I stop pushing to make things happen, to endlessly fix the self, to try to get somewhere or get something? What happens when I let go of the doing and I focus my attention and my intention on being? And allowing myself to breathe. And allowing myself to be with my body. To return to the natural state of peace that is here. And we've had moments such as this when we walk in nature, when we encounter moments of what I called eternity. And we are observing the sky or observing the ocean or the lake. When we are observing a loved one. There comes a moment in time in our lives at some point where we encounter this sense of effortless eternity. There is a sense of presence. We find ourselves fully in the now, not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, but fully allowing this moment in time to be the only moment that matters. How can we inhabit this moment more fully? Is the exploration of this day. How can I inhabit my body and my heart more wholly? Surrendering the need to do and stepping into the natural state of peace that is within me. So I invite us today, as we come early in our practice to meditation, to let go of the doing and encounter ourselves as a friend, as a companion. And often these words are encountered as some new agey thing to say. It's not. It's the truth. Every morning you awaken in your body, can't leave your body. Every morning you carry you with you. How often do you stop and pay attention to who inhabits this body? How often do you return to your breath and to your heart? The depth of your heart, I mean. That natural state that Ramana Maharshi speaks of. The peace that is within you. That guides all actions and thoughts to where you need to be. And so today the invitation is to return to friendship. That we allow this week to be a gift of befriending our body, befriending our heart, encountering the natural state with the intention of sitting in meditation effortlessly, not seeking to stop the thoughts, not seeking to reach peace even, but to simply allow what is here without a sense of resistance, to embrace the waves as they are. For if we encounter thought, to befriend the thought, not to block it away or try to push it to the side, but simply observe as if it were a cloud in the sky. And simply note thought, feeling, sensation, and come back to the breath and come back to the sense of groundedness in the body as we observe what is here. Can I give myself this week 5 to 10 minutes to be with me? And I'd like to invite you to consider creating a space for friendship with yourself this week. I often like to ask you to experiment with that. What would 5 minutes with myself feel like, look like? 10 minutes with myself. And what I mean by that is no one else in your mind, no one else in your heart, no one else in your body but you. You fully present with you in the now moment. Restoring a sense of friendship with the one that can never leave, the one that will always be there for you, which is you. It leads me to our meditation today. So we begin today by finding a comfortable position, whether sitting or laying. We bring the attention inward and perhaps resting the eyes, we close them. And just observing the need to do or to fix, letting that go. And allowing yourself to exhale and rest. As if you could surrender all that you've been carrying. As if it could easily be dropped onto the ground. And noting the part of you observing this moment as you breathe. allowing the exhales to be long and deep. And noticing, what does it feel like to be in my body in this moment in time? Noting the sensations of the soles of the feet. Sensing the ground or whatever surface the feet are touching in this moment in time. And noticing what happens to the breath as you do that. Allowing yourself to relax the breath and still observe gently this body, my body in this moment. And perhaps encountering the feet with a sense of gratitude for the way they walk on the earth for us, for the way they hold us. And allowing the ankles to relax and the shins and calves. Allowing the knee and the thigh and hip to let go and relax. Relaxing the lower belly, the upper belly, and sensing the breath travel into the belly. Sensing the rise and fall of the breath. As you allow the breath to become even more relaxed and more at ease, almost effortless. And allowing a simple question to resonate within you. How can I let go in this moment a bit more? And a little more, and a little more. Surrendering. Nothing to do other than be with myself in this moment in time. And relaxing the whole belly and now the chest. And feeling a sense of gratitude for this breath that keeps us alive. This breath that works effortlessly, sometimes without us even thinking about it. Relaxing the whole chest. And sensing the back relaxing as well, from the lower back all the way to the middle and upper back. Just bringing a sense of softening, of letting go of the grip. How can I let go a bit more? How can I soften? And softening and letting go. Sense as if your chair or bed is fully holding you in this moment. Held, letting go. Sensing the ground supporting you and the air around you supporting you. Allowing the body to rest, to release and surrender. And sensing a gentle welcoming of breath, perhaps allowing compassion and kindness to enter the body through the breath. A sense of kindness for this body, a sense of caring, gratitude, friendship. Relaxing the shoulders, the whole back, letting go of all that you've been carrying, surrendering. Relaxing the arms, and the elbows and the wrists, and relaxing the hands and fingers. Relaxing the neck and the face. And noticing the jaw and the tongue relaxing. Relaxing the cheeks and the nose and the eyes and the eyelids. Relaxing the forehead and the crown of the head and the ears and the whole body, the back and the sides, releasing. And begin to imagine yourself walking in a beautiful field of flowers. Noticing with every step yourself releasing even more, as if you could allow this natural state of peace to arrive within you. Sensing the peace that is already here, the calm and the quiet, the spaces that hold you effortlessly. Imagining the flowers and their colors. Sensing the ground with your feet as you walk on the meadow, on the beautiful field of flowers. Noticing the uniqueness of each flower, the array of colors and scents, how unique each one. Feeling deep peace as you walk here. And finding a space within this beautiful field where you could sit, perhaps by a river or creek. And feel what it feels like to be with you here. This place where I am free and safe to be me. Checking in with the breath. What does it feel like to be with me in this moment? Feeling a sense of gratitude for this self. And in this beautiful place, noticing a beautiful being of light coming forward to you. A part of you that is wise, often called the higher self or the soul. the inner child or the wise self. And sense this self beginning to walk towards you in the meadow and feeling a deep sense of peace, clarity, and calmness as this part of you approaches. Sensing this part of you sit with you now. And for a moment, let this part of you simply hold your hands. Sensing a sense of friendship, of camaraderie, a comrade that brings forth peace and harmony. Sensing yourself supported by this wise self. Feeling a sense of love and gratitude for simply being you. And sensing this self touching your heart. Allowing you to feel how loved you are by this wise, protective, infinitely loving self. And perhaps noticing this love as a beautiful light entering the heart, opening the heart as if the heart had windows and doors to open. Allowing the light to stream from the inside out and from the outside in. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, but to be with myself in this moment fully. And since yourself receive love from this self, support and peace. And perhaps allowing this wise self to show you what you need to see at this time, or to receive clarity about who you are, what you want, and why you are here. Simply allowing this wise self to guide as you are showered in love and light, in peace and comfort. Let yourself receive that through your breath, through the inhale and the exhale. Letting go, surrendering. Observing the natural state of peace within you. The natural space of clarity. And noticing the peace that is here, the inner calm, and allowing it to spread even more deeply into the core of our being, as if it could relax even further the inner muscles, the inner spaces of the heart, as if we could surrender even more deeply to the peace that is here, softening, calming even more deeply, effortlessly, surrendering. And beginning to notice the breath, becoming aware of the gentle inhale and exhale. Noticing the toes and the fingers, and gently bringing movement to them. Noticing the sensations of gentle awakening, returning into this moment in time. Noticing the natural state, the space between the thoughts, the space between the sounds, and surrendering. You gently begin to allow yourself to return into the now with the eyes open, and noticing in that gentle transition, remaining in that state of flowing presence. that sense of vitality, space. Noticing the natural state of peace. So you gently allow the eyes to fully open now and the body to return into this moment in time. Completely exhaling out and starting fresh with a brand new breath, a brand new moment in time. And when you're ready, please go ahead and share your experience with us. Allowing yourself to maintain that space of awareness, almost a sense of nothingness in that space, and yet all is there. A place of deep peace, an invitation to soften, to surrender. And sensing a sense of friendship with the self, a sense of friendship with the life that is here, a relating with peace, encountering all that is here right now with a sense of effortlessness. And truly opening the eyes and looking around you, bringing a sense of kindness to our vision, a sense of kindness to our inhale and exhale, a sense of kindness to our body that holds us as a dear friend, as a gentle embrace from the universe. And if there is nothing to share this morning, I invite you to allow this sense of peace to remain with you. To notice where it arises inside of you as you breathe. To invite it to be here. Hi, Ali. Would you like to share?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes. For me it was super deep. Um, the color of the flowers, the smell, so intense. And uh, first time that I felt we say let go. You know, on the old time when on the West they were looking for gold, then they
Oh yeah, gold rush.
yeah, and they move it, and I felt all my body move it like this and let go through my body.
Mm.
It's a quite difficult to explain, but I felt that, and also um, waves like the chili, but continuous wave of electricity from the top to my feet. All the time, all the chili, all the time. And I remember like a bluish gold uh, being part of me. I say, okay, I need to remember. And then was like a huge, peaceful, lovely white light. And I don't remember more. The only thing was on my heart. You know, those flowers, then they have little flowers to be a flower.
Mm-hmm.
I saw like in pinkish, some gold, then they were open from outside inside, then gone. Gone with the light.
Wow. It's, thank you for sharing, and particularly, the waves when you spoke of that. There is many schools of thought that explained the energy field within us, and can
And
often be experienced as waves and as color.
I don't know, but it's still, like goes pump. It's a continuous. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
And it's interesting because there are, the deeper we explore meditation, there'll be more subtle places of awareness. We might become aware of different fields of energy within us. We'll explore this a little more deeply in other sessions. Cece? And thank you, Ali, for sharing.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Hi, good morning. So we cannot see you, sweetie, but I can hear you.
I'm in a sleep state.
Oh, it's
because
okay.
It was so peaceful that I
dear.
am sure I slept, woke up all the time. And when you asked to come back, I just, no, I don't want to come back. I just want to sleep a little more in this peace that it was super peaceful, incredibly. And the flowers, the smell, but the color that came to me, which is interesting, I never really remember seeing the color in any meditation, was orange.
Oh, how interesting. And what would orange mean to you?
I do not know. I think it's something related with the chakras.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And then at the end of the meditation, it appeared to me a jaguar.
Ah, yes. Mm-hmm. So what would jaguar mean to you before I go into?
I do not know. I need to search. Those are the color orange and the jaguar. I never really read about it, so I need to see. It's something related for sure with shamanism. I need to check for sure. And that's my feeling. But it was not like in a scary way. It was in like friendly way. Like he came to tell me something, or it was really nice, the energy of the jaguar. Almost like a pet. So nice it was.
Wow, how beautiful. So often, and thank you for sharing, both of you, Ali and you. And so I want to mention a couple of things in reference to color and the visitations of animals or other angels, guides, teachers in our meditations. Can we receive, if an image is provided for us in meditation, it's often a good idea after the meditation to sit and go back to the vision that you received and to ask that space of inner awareness, why that image? Why that being? So in this case, Jaguar is showing up as a presence that's wanting to speak, that's wanting to say something to you. And so to sit with Jaguar and to ask why is this coming up? Before I go into the outer world and I explore for answers from the outer world, can I explore the inner space of peace within me that we just accessed during meditation that can provide me with the depth of clarity? So there is a sense of symbolism that can come in our own individual connection with grace. that is interesting to explore. What jaguar might mean to you might be different than to me. But there is a significance in shamanism, as you were mentioning. Obviously, those of you that have taken the Munaiki with me, you know that. So I definitely would sit down and ask, why am I being shown this right now with the color orange? And orange often does have to do with the second chakra, which is a chakra, an energy space. Those of you that might not know what a chakra is, it's an energy center. And in yoga traditions, we explore the understanding of the field of energy within us, and the different areas of development of this energy. And the second chakra, having to do with that color, has to do with creativity and a sense of birthing something new into the world. And so that might be an area to explore. What am I birthing into this world? What am I bringing? Where can I explore a sense of creativity and joy? So that would be an exploration to consider. I also wanted to add, if I may, to Ali, with the color blue and gold. Often these two colors have to do with grace. And in other meditations that we've done, those two colors seem to manifest themselves a lot in our sessions as a way of connecting with grace. And so that might be also something else to explore. There are collective symbols and individual symbols, which is why I invite you to not only ask, as a group, what do you guys think? What could this mean? But also to inquire in your own inner wisdom, why am I hearing this? Because it might be an angel, a guide, a teacher that is wanting to connect with you, or it might be your own higher self, your own soul. And so these subtleties are important to explore in the way of journal writing, in the way of sitting with ourselves and fostering truly a sense of friendship with you. Another way, if I may add to that before we continue, that you can foster this sense of friendship is keeping a dream journal. The symbolism of your dreams is key. And when you see a horse in your dreams, it may mean one thing versus when I see a horse in a dream, it might mean another. So you want to explore, what does that mean for me when I see this particular symbol, or when I see the jaguar.
And I think now that
yes.
you explain, I understand why, because I was in the meditation, I was such in a deep state of peace and sleep. And now as you spoke, I remember I saw a book, the being of light that you said came with a book and made me write it.
You see?
And we know that I have to write.
Yep.
And it's interesting because this week I kept waking up at 5 a.m. And I'm always at 5 a.m. and I'm like, oh, I know I have to go meditate and write. Mm-hmm. But I am so tired that I don't get out of bed. I'm awake, but I just don't get out of bed. And I think the jaguar was calling me maybe to do the opening of the fire of the Munaiki or something to help me get going with this.
I will say that I am planning on offering another class soon. I have to decide whether it will be something done in person or if it will be done something online. But chances are, considering COVID, it might be a combination of both. So I will let you guys know for sure, and it may be during the weekends. So I'll continue to speak with you guys about that via the newsletter. So those of you that are listening to the video, you're welcome to sign up to the newsletter on my website or by emailing me at info@anamariapineda.com. And so that's how I'll let you guys know. Go ahead. Anything else? Great imagery. Thank you for so much information that you guys are providing in class. Thank you. And who else would like to share? Hi, Wendy. So
Hi,
lovely to hear from you. Hi.
Thank you. Because you're talking about colors, I just wanted to share, I almost always see the undulating color of purple.
Mm-hmm. So if I may, purple having to do with the crown chakra, that's the place where we connect to grace. That's the place that we connect to God. So often when we notice that color, and again, as I mentioned earlier to Cece and Ali, could explore on your own, what does purple mean to me, and explore that connection, because again, first self than the outer world in the recognition of our symbols and information.
Right.
But if I may, with purple, and particularly undulating purple, having to do with the crown chakra, because it does move in circular rhythm,
Mhm.
and it is an opening, a deepening of our connection with grace. And what's interesting, if I may, with colors is often with my own clients, people who never see images or see colors will say very similar colors when we're working on very particular, similar things.
Mm.
And so there is a pattern of connection that is, something interesting to explore. Go ahead.
That's it.
Oh,
I
thank you
just was
so much
wondering on
for sharing.
your take. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my definite take on that would be that you are being asked to connect more deeply with grace, and that's essentially what we're doing in our sessions here.
Yeah.
My intention is first connecting to the higher, wiser self, and in that connecting to grace, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, and in that connect to the whole of the collective, the earth and all of our human community and animal community and plant community, and come to a sense of oneness and wholeness
Yeah.
from the inner and the outer world. Thank you for sharing. It's so lovely
Thank
to
you so
hear
much.
from you. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
I also want to say thank you all for showing up today. I am so grateful that you make it every Sunday as is supportive to me and is supportive to each other, so that I may continue to do these circles. So every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm here for you and for this space of encountering the divine within ourselves. And in that encounter, show up more as who we truly are in the outer world. I thank you all for having shared this hour with me. And I send you many blessings in this upcoming week till we see each other again.
Thank you
Have a
so much.
beautiful week. Thank you.